Coming up is Linda Hill. Linda Hill is really weird. Linda Hill is I think the full 20-minute set of Linda Hill is really appropriate for moving on in toward midnight.
Until midnight,
You may have seen the edited version in Comedy Tonight 70-something.
703.
The third program in our new
right.
seventh series of Comedy Tonight. But the full 20-minute set is something even weirder. Linda Hill's terrific. What's she up to?
Well, she's back in New York. She moved away, and unfortunately for us, but she's moving on, and she thought that New York City was the best place to really take a step up or
What's
really...
the name of that paperback she has? The what of something of love?
Oh, God, the ways of love. The ways of love.
If you watch Comedy Tonight, right now you will see the entire thing leading up to the ways of love.
Linda Hill
at her cocktail party.
Yes.
And a few other strange.
Yes, and when she was in
Linda
the
Hill as
playground.
Jane and with Tarzan.
Yes, and when she was at the playground, when she was a little kid, and what she said to the bully, and
right.
and Nelda.
This is unexpurgated. We are allowed to put this on the air under the rules of the Federal Communication Commission because it's art, ladies and gentlemen, and because showing it all.
Dead mic and go beg on the air for another hour.
Well,
we're trying.
We're trying here. We're trying. If you're serious about comedy, or if you're humorous about joining KQED, now is the time to become a member of KQED. We have a new total.
Hey, we're getting there.
162.
We can do it.
162. That's what's 88 to go.
88.
Now let's go to Linda Hill. You can call us with your membership.
Thanks.
Girl, I'll tell you that. I tell you something, moving to the city directly from Kansas can be something of a cultural shock. You know, I'm giving out the bus like, new in town? I'm like, God, you must be psychic. I am. And I was lucky. I got a job right away in the financial district, which is great, you know. But it's really strange at the same time because I kept feeling like I was in one of those Encyclopedia Britannica school films you had to watch in junior high. All these people are going to work in the financial district of a big city. They've all read John Malloy's Dress for Success book and have drabbed out accordingly. Most of the women are wearing just a touch of pink to make you aware of their femininity without threatening you with it. Here's Linda in her swingy fringe dress. She doesn't fit in. So I got fired. And I love the way my boss fired me. Because he called me in after everyone else went home and he says, Linda, we're going to let you go. Let me go. Let me go. I felt like a beautiful monarch butterfly. I had to be let go. Thank God they let me out in time and had proper ventilation. Might have died in that office building. You know, and the problem is, that's why I turned to comedy, basically, because I'm just too honest to start any new relationship right now. Because let's face it, when you're in a new relationship, you're lying most of the time. It's true. You're on the best family reunion behavior. You know, it's like, oh, hi, great to see you. Where are we going? Oh, great. I love soup. Relationship starts breaking apart 6 months down the road. It's like, well, who the hell are you anyway? I'm me. I just filled you with that other bitch to hook you. You fall into my little plan very nicely. was like, I think if I'm the person that I think you want me to be, then maybe you'll be the person I'm hoping that you are, and together we'll create one distinct personality. Complete me. Complete me. For those first few dates, you're lying. It's like, oh no, I could never eat a whole Big Mac. I'm stuffed. Double-fudge chocolate cake. Oh no, too rich for my blood. Half again, that much. And your friends are always much more uptight about who you're dating, if you're dating, when you're dating, you know. It gets to the point, they're always willing to throw a party just so you can meet someone they think you should be dating. We'll have a party. You could meet them at the party. No pressure. And the thing I hate about parties is there's no way I can avoid that one woman that I've managed to avoid the rest of the year. You know, that real snobbish woman, like, Linda! Linda! Mwah, mwah. Cynthia Brewster, of course you remember me. Well, of course I remember you. I never forget a dress. Oh, there's Lillian. Lillian. Darling, Lillian. Mwah, mwah. Lillian, you look great. Thank God the diet craze hasn't gotten to you. Where have you been, darling? I haven't seen you. Oh, no. No. Really? Oh, darling, I love Pakistan. Oh, well, I went in the early 70s before everyone was doing it. Oh, you spilled your wine. Thank God it's her acrylic carpet. If it were my wool, I'd just die. I love that blouse. I wish I could wear synthetic. Let's go. You know the kind of woman that makes your claws just go wink, wink, wink. Yes, Cynthia, let's go to the bathroom together. But I mean, it gets to the point your friends are so nervous about whether you're dating that I start feeling like I'm in a remake of a grade B 1950s horror movie. You were frightened by Jaws. You were terrified by Psycho 1, 2, and 3. But you'll never see anything more horrifying than women without men. Do you have a date for tonight? I haven't had a date in months. They're desperate. They're lonely. They're women without men. Going alone to a theater near you. Well, as an aficionado of bad horror movies, I guess you can guess that I like spending a lot of my Saturday daytime watching TV. Because that's where you get the really bad movies, the really great TV. Well, actually, I start my day off, my favorite thing, watching Soul Train versus American Bandstand. That's what the remote control was made for. Now, I have to admit, I have to hang with Soul Train. Because, I don't know, maybe it's Mr. Personality, Don Cornelius. We're very glad to have Sheila E. here today. Sheila used to be a Soul Train dancer. Oh, yes, Cool in the gang here today. Cool, maybe introduce the rest of the guys. I'm sorry, one show that should never have been integrated. I'm sorry, because it's just too real. You're watching the guys on there, and they're all so cool. They're so hip. You flip it over to American dance, and it's like, we're so white, we can't dance to it. Give it a 75 anyway. And what always got me, the main sponsor for Soul Train is Afro Sheen, and the main sponsor for American Bandstand is Clearasil. So who's got the skin problem? Problem with that, I don't know. And of course, immediately after that, my favorite, Tarzan movies. Why? I mean, I love Tarzan movies, and I mean, who wouldn't trade places with Jane? Anytime. I mean, she's got this plush penthouse in the jungle. And I didn't want to go up the vine anymore, Tarzan. Build me an elevator with the elephant. The elephant's going, hold on. And I love it because it's not really that remote, because people are always popping in from civilization. You know, whenever Tarzan, the movie always starts, Tarzan's gone off with Aquanetta and the leopard women somewhere, you know, and Jane's like on an early morning having, oh, I wonder what Cheetah is. Oh, boy. Oh, I think I'll just have some fresh papaya juice. And about that time you hear crashing through the jungle, oh, Jane, it's your uncle. We just found these old Bermuda shorts and some pith helmets, so we thought we'd just pop in from civilization. Oh, the flora and fauna here. We can't wait to meet your young man. Hey, well, Tarzan's busy right now. Oh, Jane, we brought you some things from civilization. Here's a little Coco Chanel dress. It's a marvelous Parisian cologne, Jungle Gardenia. You know, there's always that absent-minded professor who ends up having an affair with Cheetah, you know, because he can work the radio. Cheetah, you little scamp. Jane always goes behind a little shrub, you know, wriggles out of her little sarong that Edith Head made her, you know. Puts on her little Chanel dress, Jungle Gardenia. I feel fresher than I felt in years. Thank you, Uncle Hal. About that time, Tarzan. Jane, cowabunga. Not now, Tarzan. We've got guests in civilization. Jane, cowabunga. Bum, 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 bum. Well, we'll meet you later. And about the time he just takes her off on the vine, they're gone, you know. And you always know at some point some big pink-fleshed woman has to fall into the river off a boat, you know. So you can see all the alligators go. I think we've all felt like that a few times when we walked into a bar at 1:45 in the morning. All those bar stools. Fresh meat. Tarzan's new movie, Attack of the Lounge Lizard. And I love the 30s movies, because I love those 30s heroines. They're like, oh, no, Chandler, I won't leave until I believe you want me to leave. I know you love me. I know you do. You do love me. I see it in your face. Those great 30s women with the heaving bosoms. You know, but I do love you, Chandler. I do. Please. You You know, I'm wearing a jog bra, and man, do I feel comfortable. But we've lost so much dialogue from that time period that we don't get to use anymore. What a marvelously gay party. Queer that Johnny didn't come. Light my fag. Oh. I love words so much anyway, but they can foul you up. Especially if you love to read and you're too lazy to get up and look up words in the dictionary. Because you can figure out what they mean in context, and you're like, well, I'll find out how to pronounce it later, you know. Then you find yourself at some party going, well, you know, behind this glittering facade, I'm really quite naive. No, I am, really. True story. My grandmother and I are driving through the Rocky Mountains one summer, and it's just lovely. She turns to me, she says, oh, honey, look at this view. Isn't it picture squee? I said, Grandma, it's just about as picture squee as it could be. That's why I'm such a big fan of nonverbal communication. You know, because I love it when a look can say it all, especially with couples who've been together for a long time. They don't have to speak to each other at all anymore. You know? I had a couple over for dinner not too long ago. Around 11 o'clock, the wife said, honey, it's getting kind of late. And she's like, we should go. I said, hell no, I've got Park Place, Boardwalk. Give you some idea of the wild parties I throw. So I said, honey, yeah, guess it is getting kind of late. For me, that started when I was in high school, because my best friend was always sitting on the opposite side of the classroom. And at some point during class time, I'd hear, Linda. I'd look over at her and she'd be going, desperation, I'd always just say, okay. Having no idea what I'd agreed to at all. Later, when I was being tied up by the Hells Angels, but Sonny Barger is a very nice man. And once he explained his whole side of the Altamont thing, it made a lot more sense to me. When I was a little kid, your whole thing revolved around the grade school where the big boys were playing. I can't go up there, the big boys will laugh at me. You know, I remember one day I'm hanging on the monkey bars, and all of a sudden this big boy, 6th grade, goes, hey, you little drip, get off of the monkey bars. He called me a drip. I worked all night trying to figure out what to say to him the next day. I finally get it. I can't wait. I'm wearing my ruffled panties. I run to the monkey bars. I'm hanging upside down. Pink apples, ah. By that time, the guy, hey, you little drip, I thought I told you to say the... Excuse me? Excuse me? Did you just call me a drip? Yeah, you little drip. A drip is a drop is water, water is nature, nature is beautiful. Thanks for the compliment. Growing up can be tough, but I was lucky because I had quite a mentor in Nelda Brown, the head waitress at the truck stop I worked at all through high school. I saw Nelda when I was back in Kansas not too long ago. She was in a very mad mood that particular morning. I said, no, you seem a little upset. Is anything wrong? I'll tell you, kid, you could always read me like a book. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, me and Jerry got into it last night. Oh, sure, I've worked a full 6 to 2 shift right here at the diner. Take an extra hour to clean out from behind the steam table without so much as a thank you or how do you do. I gone home. I fixed up his favorite hamburger helper. I thawed out his favorite Sara Lee pound cake. All right, I do stir it up with my own 2 hands, but I still deserve some credit. Okay, well, we're sitting there after supper, having our Folgers at the Formica table like we always do. Windows wide open, so there's a nice breeze going through the double wide, and of course the neighbors can get an earful too. Well, he starts into picking at me, and picking at me, and picking at me, and I said, Jerry, just quit. But there ain't no fool like an old fool, don't you know? And he just kept on, and we go head up, and one thing led to another like it does, and the next thing you know, he calls me a bitch. Well, that just hit a nerve with me. I picked up that stainless steel fork and I flung it across the tabletop right at him. And it just stuck right there in his chest. Neither one of us said a word. We just stared at that fork with every breath he take. Go down. Finally, he poked it on out of his chest. And we went on into the living room, watched Mannix like nothing ever happened. But I bet he won't call me a bitch again. You guys have been terrific. Thank you so much.
Hey, Linda Hill from the Great American Music Hall, unedited. One more time. That was terrific. And that's the last time you'll see Linda Hill for a while.